So, have you ever seen this railway by Railgenic? Circum Baikal Magic Journey must see.
How many of you have ever heard of Baikal Railway? Did you know that this is one of the most
Baikal,
famous tourist railways in the world? And did you know that you can visit this railway during your Trans-Siberian trip? Welcome to my new video. Today I'm going to show you the most spectacular train ride on Lake Baikal. But before we start,
it is. You know, I was rewatching, I was talking about it, I was watching Girls and Panzer, you know, which has like characters from different countries and their tanks. And in the movie, there's this part where like one of the characters is making a speech about like Katyusha, who's like the leader of the Russian team, basically. And she says, you know, your wisdom is as great as Lake Baikal and stuff like that. It's pretty funny.
Intro.
So that's why I know Lake Baikal from Girls and Panzer for some reason.
This railway starts in a place called Sludyanka, which is south of Irkutsk. After Sludyanka, there are few stops such as Kultuk, Kirkirei, Polovinaya and Italianskaya Stena before you end up your trip in Port Baikal. However, before you start this part of the journey, you will have to come here from Irkutsk. You can either catch the Trans-Siberian train or there will be a arranged train if you travel by agency. I took agency excursion, so it was arranged already. Write me an email if you are interested about those agencies. First part of the trip from Irkutsk to Sludyanka takes around 2 hours and is not that fun, so make sure to find some entertainment. Sludyanka is the place where all fun starts. Here you will either board an ordinary train called Elektrichka or steam train if you're lucky, however both are great. Our first stop is Kultuk and it is just 5 minutes after Sludyanka. Here you can see famous monument devoted to this railway, originally called Krugo-Baikalskaya Zheleznaya Doroga.
It's beautiful
just
countryside.
Next to the monument is Lake Baikal, so you can already feel its bright water. Next stop on our journey.
Baikal is slowly growing into a new ocean, by the way. That's why it's so deep and surrounded by mountains. Oh, interesting. I did not know that.
Journey is Angasolka, but before you arrive here, there will be plenty spectacular.
Is there like some kind of like estimate on when it will be big enough to be an ocean? I'm assuming it's going to take hundreds of years or something, but that's interesting.
Views from the train with amazing biodiversity of Lake Baikal. Angasolka is a small village with amazing arched masonry bridge over Angasolka River. Next to the Angasolka there are famous cliffs known as Bird's Bazaar, where herring gulls are nested. Here you will have 40 minutes of so-called Stoyanka, which means stop on Russian.
Oh, so the train stops for you to go look at things, that's cool.
Before next stop, many people took their lunch, which was pre-arranged. Those unexperienced, such as me, took their camera and went into the hallway to bring you closely sounds of
so
Baikal Railway.
It's crazy. Cow. Alright. ASMR train sound, let's go. But like, when I think of a lake myself, like, all the lakes I've seen in my life were like, you know, you can see the other side, right? Like, if you can't see the other side, it's kind of crazy to me. For example, like, in the countryside I used to live in, there was like a small lake for fishing, and people called it a lake, but I don't even know if it counted, right? I mean, compared to this, it was a pond. It was like, I'd say like 300 meters by 200 meters or something. That was the size of it, so it was more like a pond, I guess. They have long stops here and there. You can even visit local shops. That's cool. That's cool. Man.
Next stop on our journey is a place called Kirkirei. This stop is known for its tunnels, which are being built next to the other. Moreover, this stop gives a spectacular views over Lake Baikal. Your stoyanka here should be around 30 minutes before you hear train horn. Did I mention that you will hear train horn twice? 5 minutes before departure and a minute before departure. So
I'm sure some people are late anyway. I'm sure some people will be late anyway. As I stated, you can't see the other side. It's crazy. Fishing.
Somewhere in the middle of our journey is a place called Polovinaya. This place is probably the most beautiful stop. It is enclosed by 2 tunnels from each side, and by the way, check the video from Serbia about tunnel intersections, and amazing red iron bridge. There is an example of steam locomotive here, but also small shop where you can buy some souvenirs. Did I mention beautiful houses and sandy beach next to the Lake Baikal? It has that too. Your stoyanka here will be around 40 minutes. Before we continue, few more sounds of train rolling on Circumbaikal Railway.
Thank you. I've actually many times used train ASMR to sleep. Rain plus train sound basically. It's very comfy. Yeah, you can see the other side again.
Our next stop is Italianska Estena, but I didn't find it super interesting, so I took some pictures of track and birds.
Damn.
Last stop is Port of Baikal, where you could either catch the train back to Sludyanka or you could use the boat to transfer to a place called Listyanka, from where you can catch the bus to Irkutsk. Be sure to check schedules since there are few misinformation, so I will not share exact timetable here.
It always changes anyway. Timetables for bus and trains and all that. Good.
If you have time, stay in Listyanka and try local products as I did. I bought some very fresh fish called omul from Lake Baikal and some Siberian pines, found good spot and enjoyed to the fullest.
That seems nice indeed.
Here you can see, actually you can eat those. So
really?
Basically, if you do like this, like inside here are like nuts here, so you can take.
They're like pines, I guess.
Easy,
I
actually.
think it's called.
And then like looks like this. Here.
Yeah, looks nice.
Yeah. And then you eat them, and they are. First, they didn't have any taste to me, but now they taste a bit like walnut. But
Walnuts.
yeah, or maybe hazelnut. I'm not sure, but I like it. It's interesting. It's also calming. First you need to take them out, then you need to eat them.
I mean, it's nice when you go to the nature and there's something you can just eat right there, yeah?
So try it.
Like
and
berries or something.
enjoy the view.
I just wanted to close the video with few sentences and with this nice view behind me.
It's a great shot, huh?
Actually, I wanted to close the video at Port Baikal, but the boat already arrived, so we had to go to Listyanka and then after that with the bus to Irkutsk. I truly believe that you enjoyed my presentation, and I invite you to come to the Lake Baikal and visit this railway and take the journey.
Definitely
and
a nice
please
place.
subscribe, like my video, share it, and make some comments below. Until next video.
Alright, I'll pause. Okay, well, very nice journey. I mean, beautiful place, obviously. It's kind of scary how massive it is. Best thing I can say. Even like a small lake, I always find them a bit creepy. But like this just, you know, like the thalassophobia triggers when you see this just insanely massive, endless you know, water like pit, I guess. It's crazy. But then the contrast between like the insanely beautiful blue water and the greenery on the land, it's pretty great. Huh? Would definitely be like a great train ride. Yeah, train ride. Here's the link. Good video.